We got Twitter fingers. Tweet, 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 tweet. It's back, boys. And this guy, Brent Hiltbrand, says, "Bring your zip ties." He starts zooming in, then he tries to find our banner. Okay, good joke. Yeah, that's real funny. At typical NYCFC fan, tweet about that banner, and then he's got the gun emoji. Only zip I see is the number of points you got tonight.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bedoya Air V, thanks for playing. See you in August.
Distributing the L's.
Welcome to the 10th episode of the City Boys Show. I'm Javier, and we got Danny and Buzz. We got a little different scenery right now. We're not all together. It's a short week, so we gotta make the most of it. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? It's short week means that people get 2 episodes this week. It'll be digital, but lucky you guys.
Yeah. What, two episodes? I'm not doing a second episode. What are you talking about? This guy's crazy.
Wednesday night, we're gonna be right here again.
I like the backgrounds. Let's rate who's got the best background. I got the classic right now. Classic for the show. Buzz, yours is a little crazy. You got a lot going on.
Got a little bit of everything, Javi. We have memories here. We have our founding member scarf from 2015, our championship scarf, our jerseys, a little Patrick Vieira bobblehead.
Oh, nice!
You know?
I like it.
But Danny is celebrating his nationality over there with the Colombia's jersey.
Well, Colombia's not getting a lot of screen time soon because they didn't make it to the World Cup. So I got to represent.
I like it. All right, this episode we're going to be recapping our Columbus Crew win 2-0. Let's go. And we were in the press box this week. Then we're going to recap, we're going to preview our DC United game at Citi Field. I'm excited for the Citi Field, but not cold. And then we got Twitter fingers. Yeah, these guys are still talking smack about our banner. They never learn, but they will learn. So let's talk about the press box a little. It was our first time getting press passes. Buzz, how did you enjoy it?
I loved it. It was so cool. I know you have experience in being in a press box, Javi. Me and Danny were like little kids in a candy store, literally. It was a great experience. It was also cool to meet up with some other podcasts. We met Trey from Blue Balls podcast. We also met 2 of the guys from the NYC Forever podcast. Great view.
Shout out to you, Dave.
Yeah.
We saw the Cooligans, but we were too scared to say anything. We were, it was our first time at the press box. We were trying to play it cool, like we've been there before. So we didn't really talk to people. We weren't being jerks. We were just too scared to say anything. But hopefully, next time in the box, we can make some friends.
Absolutely.
So let's recap the game though. It was a pretty good game for us. The game ended 2-0. We had some pretty good performers. That Dati over the top was insane. But let's go over the Talles Magno first. Talles had a great game. Danny, what'd you make of his game?
Man, he's just getting better week by week. And I mean, he's already had the skill where he's just I always say it, willing to break ankles, right? And there's 2 or 3 guys on him and he gets past them. It's just so impressive. But now you can see that not only is he able to do that, but now he's distributing the ball so much better. Now he's finishing, which has been like the big thing. We just talked about it last week. Ronnie said he wasn't finishing. He needs to work on that. Was it the strongest kick in the world? No, but it was a goal. And it was a really nice goal too. So I was really impressed by him. And the way him and him and Dati are playing together, they just seem to be on the same page. Even though they both want a score, they seem to just work together, and I really like that chemistry between both of them. What'd you think, Buzz?
Well, I got to say, I think that anybody, I don't care if you're a fan of NYCFC, Columbus Crew, Seattle Sound, you watch that game, it's easy to say that Magno and Tati are the 2 best players on the pitch. That chemistry together, the way they could hold possession of that ball. I mean, Magno's being double teamed every time he's got the ball, yet he still maintains possession. It's really beautiful to see him mature.
Yeah, I agree. And we saw Maxi Chanot came out, and we got big news on Maxi Chanot today, actually. He re-signed with the club for 3 more years. So that's That's awesome, and he's our longest serving player ever in our history. So he's had the longest career with our team. He's had over 152 games, and only 20 other MLS players have done that in the past. So shout out to you, Maxi. 3 years, 3-year contract. We're just gonna keep seeing you grow with the team, so that's great.
I also saw today, I don't know if it's verified, but I saw on Twitter that he was the first NYCFC player to get an NYCFC tattoo.
Oh,
Oh,
did you
did you
guys?
see the tattoo?
I didn't see it. I just saw they made a little post about it or a tweet, whatever it's called on
Uh,
Twitter.
okay,
Um,
we got to talk about the tattoo though. So he gets the tattoo, but the tattoo is of himself holding the MLS Cup
is
trophy.
it really?
Yeah. So like, I love that he has a trophy and it shows that he won the title, but it was himself who tattoos themselves on themselves.
I think that's hilarious. No, I didn't see it, but now I wish I did for sure, Danny.
You got to
Uh,
check it out. It's a great tattoo.
so let's shout out to Chanel, still the man. But let's move on back to the game. Uh Stati scores the second goal. Beautiful. It's insane that Columbus Crew's back line was that far up, and it just was crazy. What did you make of that, Buzz?
I thought immediately I thought it was going to be offsides because it looked like he was a mile beyond the defenders. Luckily, it wasn't. I think that showed the finish, right? We knew we sometimes we say that Tati does so many fancy things, but that was a fancy chip. I mean, he showed his quality there, and I really like the finish. Also worth mentioning, Danny promised us sunshine and rainbows, and we got rain yet again. Every week it's raining at every game we go to.
I got it. I thought the game was on Sunday, so that messed me up. But on the Tati play, not only it was a genius play, honestly, and I think that's not getting enough credit from Tati. The entire first half of the game, Columbus was pressing on us, and they they had some opportunities in that first half. And Tati said, if they're going to keep pressing, I'm going to stay a little behind them, but stay on that side of the pitch. And he took advantage of it. Shout out to Maxi for seeing that, and shout out for Tati to like see that. You know what I mean? Hey, this back line is moving real close. I can make some space here, and then to finish it, as you mentioned, Tati's struggled sometimes at that point. Especially after that chip shot where it hit the moon 2 weeks ago. He really redeemed himself of that.
Just to piggyback off that, we actually talked to Tati in the press conference after the game, and we asked him like, how was it having Maxi Morales back? Because it's been so long since they played together, and he was like, it was great to have him. I'm not saying his exact quote, but it was basically the gist of it was like, it's great to have him back. Anytime he's on the field, there's always an opportunity for a big goal. So it was great to see that connection come back, and we saw some people that haven't started. Parea had a big start this week. We do have some question marks. I know that Chanot, Gray was out this game. Amundsen is out this game. So what do we think of our back line, and how do you think that's gonna play out now that if these guys are still injured for the next coming games?
Well, one thing I want to clarify, me and Danny in the post-match press conference did not speak to Tati. You did, because you're the only one that had the nerve to actually speak to him. So that's one of the things that I wanted to actually, talk about is that defense has been interchangeable all season, right? Chanot's been hurt. Gray, this is the second time Gray's been hurt. Amundsen's been hurt, and we keep mixing and matching, yet we still have what, 5 clean sheets
Oh
with Sean
yeah.
Johnson?
Mhm.
So I don't know how it's happening, and we have been critical on this show about our defense. And I know Danny's going to chime in with our best defense is our offense, which I agree with when we hold possession. But we're doing something right, and I got to give credit to the coaching as well as the players that we're able to keep some consistency in that back line even with a new defensive pairing almost every match.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
completely. Sorry,
no,
go.
you go, you go.
No, I was gonna say I was thinking the same thing. How we have to shout out Ronnie. I mean, he's been putting Acevedo there, Gray there. We have Gloucester on the other side. We've had Jason in that position a few times, which has been great. But it's been, he's been finding ways of making it work, and it's just so impressive on his end. And shout out to the team. I mean, I remember we used to have Sands who would be interchangeable at all places, and we don't have that strong player like that. And yet the players that we have been able to stand up and make their presence. So I think it's been really awesome.
And let's give some credit to Gloucester, because we've also been critical of him, but he had his best game of the season last game.
Yeah. Dyla said after the game this was probably his most well-rounded game, and he's seen growth game after game. So yeah, Gloucester did defensively, offensively. He just had a great game. So shout outs to Gloucester as well for performing pretty well. But let's move on to our game against DC United. Okay, so what do we think of our matchup against DC United? I know DC United's 2-1 in their last 5. I think they came off a win. Buzz, you were watching that game. You tell me.
Yeah, they came off of a really nice comeback draw. So
Oh,
they were
okay.
down 2-0, and they came back to tie it. They looked they looked really bad that first half. They did score a goal in stoppage time in the first half to make it 2-1. But I did see some things that I think we could exploit against them. Um, I do think that they have some firepower. They have two guys right now with 5 goals. They have Ole Kamara and then the Greek Funtas.
Yeah,
It's actually incredible. He's played only 5 games and he scored 5 goals.
that's insane.
He started for them and came on as a sub in one. So they have some firepower. I think that's basically why when we get to Buzz's bets and we look at the line where we're not a gigantic favorite, I'm excited to see this game. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I'd like to add that I was looking at Twitter, DC United, and Tom Boger posted that DC United actually paid 400K to bring Fuentes 2 months early, and he
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
he wasn't sure if it was a good idea. But the last 7 goals, Fuentes has either scored it or assisted it, and he's
Wow,
like
that's
completely
insane.
worth it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, so
that was genius move. I didn't know that, Danny. That's a good fact.
That Twitter's my source. Twitter and Instagram are the only sources I have right now.
all right, but let's move on to the starting 11. So this is what I got as my starting 11: Castellanos, Magno, Maxi, Santi, Keaton Parks, Nicholas Acevedo, Christopher Gloucester, Callan, Chanot, Gray, and Sean Johnson. We don't know if Gray's actually going to start, but what do you guys think of? So who do you guys think is going to be a factor in this game, or do you like the lineups?
I'll let Danny go first on this one.
Have we heard that Tavon Gray is actually going to play?
I have not heard anything.
No, we unfortunately have not heard anything.
Yeah, so I'm assuming because we haven't heard anything that it might be Acevedo playing there again, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think Acevedo played well last time, and I do think that we saw Morales play in the middle with Parks, and that went well. So I think we're going to end up having Acevedo playing right back again, and hopefully played as well as he did before. And I like what they can do, where they can interchange the lineup and have Callan, Chanot, and maybe Morales play a little further back, so then the other guys can step up. I think that's how it worked last week with Pereira. So if we end up getting like Pereira out there as well, I think we do what we do best, which is stay offensively out there, and then use what we can to hold back the back line.
Any suggestions, Buzz? Any other
Yeah.
changes you would do?
Yeah, I love this lineup that you put out there. I mean, it worked last Saturday, so I like it again. I really like that front 4. I think we have a lot of creativity there. I'm hoping, we could get Amundsen back. I would like to see him back out there. And, maybe Alfredo Morales I'd put in there too. I mean, the last 2 games he's coming in as a sub after starting early on. So The one change I'd want would be Amundsen to come back and start if healthy.
That's fair.
Do you
Good
guys
point.
think? I mean, it has been short on time. Would you guys rest some stars for the Sunday game back at home?
That's true. That's a good point because we got a lot of games coming up. One thing I do like is now that we have Chanot basically back. I mean, he's playing a lot of minutes already. We can always have Thiago Martins back in there. We have Pereira starting as well. So we have options now. We had Acevedo basically on the wing, on the back, the last game. So Acevedo's been playing back there as well. So I think we have options. So that's the positive in all this.
Yeah, did you like? I think Callens has played like every minute of every game.
Oh, I meant Chanot. Sorry about that. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, you're talking
you
about
meant Callens. You said Chanot, but I think you meant Callens, right?
yeah. Well, I meant that Chanot came back, so
Right. Okay.
that's good that we have Chanot there. Callens is always going to be a lock for us on that side.
Yeah, he's been so consistent. I think we talked about it last week, but he did get Player of the Month. He's been a rock back there for us.
Are you guys missing Thiago in the lineup at all?
No.
Nah.
I mean, something you can do is, play Talas Magno here or play Santi here, and then maybe have Thiago start at City Field. You said DC United was at City Field earlier. Meant to correct you.
Yeah.
DC United is away, and then we play our next game at City Field at home.
It's virtual, short turnaround. Leave me alone, guys. We got Twitter fingers. Tweet, 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 tweet. It's back, boys. Okay, so they try to play us again with our banner. They never learn, but they're gonna learn today. That's all it is. So this is what happened. This guy Brent Hiltbrandt says, "Bring your zip ties," and he shows he starts zooming in, then he tries to find our banner. Okay, good joke. Yeah, that's real funny. Blue Ball's coming back though. He says there's death, taxes, stop egos, and teens getting smoked after making fun of the banner.
Yes.
Shots fired. He says
Love it.
only zip I see is the number of points you got tonight.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that
Let's
one
go, Cranky fan.
Add typical NYCFC fan, tweet about that banner, and then he's got the gun emoji. Then we got this is you, NYCFC, an idiot sandwich. What are you, an idiot sandwich? Then we got Bedoya ARV. Thanks for playing. See you in August. L Mayweather. L. Throw them L's.
Distributing the L's.
I don't know why they keep putting fuel into the fire, guys. Also, I get the first time around we only had the banner. We have a bigger banner now that's up there. You guys are just making yourself look like fools. Even in his own shot, in the beginning of the shot, you can see the bigger banner that we post in the supporter section. And I saw that Brett Builder was butthurt and then said, "Oh, I love how these guys respond now that they've won." Yeah, we won. So I think you should really stay the mouth shut right now.
Yeah, I think that might be the last time. I could see maybe the Red Bulls when we play them say something, but it'll have the same result. Another W for NYCFC.
Let's go. All right, FIFA prediction time. What do we did they get it right last week? I can't even remember right now.
No, they gave us the L last week.
They never doubt us, FIFA or EA, whatever. EAFC.
They were off. They don't know what their name is anymore, so they don't know how to get it right.
All right, let's see what they predict this game. NYCFC versus DC United. Here we go, Danny. You call this.
Dotti goes to get the rebound, but then Talas puts a perfect pass to Maxi. Goal.
Bad defense there.
But did you see that assist though by Talas Magno? That was beautiful. All right, Gloucester passes it to Talas Magno, who gives it to Dotti for the assist. Let's go, Dotti.
Upper right corner. That's a beautiful finish.
All right, now we got Scrubadubs here. And he gets it past the defending and goal.
Scrubadub's his name? I don't see him on the roster.
It's Scrubadub's Chimera. That's what they call him.
Oh, I'm telling you, that guy's good, Danny.
I know. He's going to show he's good again because they get the ball back to Kamara and then he scores.
Wow.
Oh wow, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. And unfortunately, Scrub Dub Kamara gets another one and it ends that way. NYCFC and DC United draw 2-2.
All right, moving on to our betting with Buzz section. What do you think is gonna happen here, Buzz? Come on,
All right.
you did a live prediction. Can we hear a little bit about that live prediction?
Yeah, that was a spur of the moment. Danny decided to do on I think it was all social media platform. I'm not sure which one, but we went live and we got it wrong live. But we also that was one of our two. I know Danny's gonna say we should have just took the W, but we took the over.
You picked the over on the show, and I
I know.
purposely went live to say we didn't know it was gonna rain. I predicted nice weather.
You did.
We didn't know Gray was gonna play, and I said, "You sure you want to keep this, Buzz?" Buzz said, "But I remember what Buzz said, which was hilarious. He was like, I was like, are you sure we're gonna be able to score?" He said, "Maxie loves the rain, and of course, Gloucester's gonna give one away." Uh, and I mean, Maxie did get some beautiful assists. But unfortunately, it was 2-0. So we got the
Yeah.
W though, but we
We
didn't get
got
the
one.
2.5.
So we went 1-for-1 last week. That's 8-3 in our last 11 bets. And this week we have such an opportunity because we are plus money to win. Okay? So
Plus,
plus money.
plus.
Plus.
Damn,
I love
that
that.
that Fuentes guy is really good, man.
He is
Plus
scary good.
money.
So you know what? Before we say our first bet, I'm gonna let Danny tell everybody what our lock of a lock is this game. Danny, what's gonna happen that didn't happen last week?
2.5?
Over 2.5. Now, it's unchanged from last week. So it's negative 136. I mean, looking at this lineup, this Greek freak guy, he's amazing. All right? He's going to score. Everybody thinks Giannis in basketball is the Greek freak. This is the Greek freak. This guy's good for at least one goal. Tati's going to score a goal. Take the over, negative 136. And then we pick the same bet every week. But we can't not bet NYCFC to win. They're gonna go on the road. They're gonna pack their lunch bag and they're gonna get that W on the road. Take the plus 119 and put a little money in your piggyback.
I love it. I love it. So that's Buzz's bets. What do we think the final score is, Danny? What you got for me? What do you think the final prediction will be?
We've been hot, and we can't be hot forever, guys. And so I don't want to predict an L because I don't think that's too much.
Whoa. We
But
don't do that.
but I'm gonna go with the draw. So I'm gonna go 1-1. 1-1 draw.
Buzz, what you got?
Oh, we're going to score more than 2 goals as combined, Danny. That's for a fact. I think it's going to be crazy. This is going to be Sean Johnson getting clean sheets every week. He takes a break. He gives up a couple of goals just so they know he's human. NYCFC on the road 3-2.
Wow.
Take the road.
I'm gonna go with the boys win 2-1. I'm going 2-1. I don't think it's going to be that much of a scoring showdown, but I do think both teams will score in this, and we probably will hit the over. So I'm agreeing with Buzz on this one.
Ooh.
I hope you guys are right.
Me too.
Guys, if you like the show, please like, comment, subscribe. Any final words, guys?
I'll just say that it was great. It was great being back at Yankee Stadium. We're going to have a little break from Yankee Stadium for a few weeks now, right? We got the away game, Citi Field.
Yeah.
I think we only have 3 games for the whole month next month. So
you're gonna make my wife really happy about this news.
Mel's very happy. Yes. So I'm excited. Let's try to convince Javi to make another episode later this week, perhaps.
We
on
will
Wednesday.
100% have an episode later this week, guys.
Yeah,
2-for-1 this
100%.
week. Guaranteed.
That's not happening. Peace out, y'all. Peace.